Jordan City volunteers hold their first aid distribution for the Bedouins before Ramadan arrives. Penang Tzu Chi volunteers inspire compassionate givings to help affected residents in Eastern Africa. Welcome to DaAi Headlines. I'm Siri Su. Thank you for joining us. Tzu Chi Jordan Chapter has started its distribution for Ramadan. The first distribution sites are Bedouin communities. At the first distribution, Taiwan Representative in Jordan also joined the effort. They hope to work together to help these families in need. I'm now at DaAi. This is a Bedouin community that Tzu Chi has been caring for since 2002. Today's event is very important because it is the first formal distribution before Ramadan. Our representative to Jordan has also come to join the event with 20 people from the Chinese community.
While we were preparing for the large distribution before Ramadan, Representative Mai invited me to a discussion. He said that they are willing to provide 100 servings of food. Then I suggested that they can distribute different food from what Tzu Chi is giving out. Tzu Chi has been helping the residents here for a long time, and we are deeply touched. We are willing to join the effort. We hope that through such care service, we can introduce Taiwan to the world.
Joining with Tzu Chi volunteer to interact with Bedouin children, the representative's wife has some new realizations.
I just touched his feet, his skin is cracked and my heart goes out to him. Besides providing clothing and food, I hope we can also provide them with shoes. I will pay attention to this.
58 families in DaAi have received a large box of food given by Taiwan Representative in Jordan. In addition, they also received beans, oil, sugar, tea leaves, sesame sauce, and other food provided by Tzu Chi volunteers. With the joint effort of Tzu Chi volunteers and the Chinese community in Jordan, the impoverished Bedouins received much-needed help with smiles. After eating simple lunch by the highway, Tzu Chi volunteers rushed to Bedouin village El Abisia, which they visited the night before.
Their education prevalence rate is not as high as Amman. Overall, these children are very good, very smart, and very obedient. We hope that these children will have the chance to receive education and be lifted out of poverty.
38 families, with the help of local volunteers, happily take the food they need for Ramadan.
We give them idea what we are preparing for them for this occasion, for Ramadan, because it's not like the usual pack of food. For Ramadan time, we add 2 more items of food at this time of the year.
At the distribution site, Tzu Chi volunteers are distributing plastic bags to the local villagers. This doesn't seem to be eco-friendly. However, for these villagers, they can hang their clothing inside the plastic bags so they won't get wet or dusty. The plastic bags are actually multifunctional. The villagers happily carry 50 kilograms of flour with them. The village chief has brought a filled coin bank to be donated to Tzu Chi to express his gratitude. The volunteers' love has transcended ethnicities and differences in religions, creating a ripple effect of love in Jordan. Recently in Mozambique, Tzu Chi volunteers have conducted their 4th distribution, providing construction and farming supplies to the cyclone-affected residents. In the next report, we'll meet various villagers to see their current conditions. Some of them are still staying in tents, while others have started to rebuild their homes.
Right beside the National Highway 6, we can find many houses severely damaged. The sorrow of the affected villagers is something that cannot be ignored.
My son is 8 years old, my daughter is 6 years old, and our youngest child is 3 years old. On March 14th, the day when Cyclone Idai struck our village, our home was destroyed by heavy rain. And on March 17th, it was even worse. The floods quickly came from over there, and the water was about to overflow. It's almost like we had to swim out of there in order to save our lives.
Simal's job was a driver with a stable income to support his family. However, he lost his work license due to the floods, leading him to lose his job. Now he makes a living from fishing. A basket of dry fish can be sold for $3. Sima only sold the dry fish around 2 to 3 times. It is not enough to support the family financially. The tent that is made of plastic bags is now their home. For a family of 5, it's hard to live in a situation like this.
Estou muito triste, porque não estou a trabalhar, já perdi muitas coisas minhas. Não tenho como ir trabalhar. Aqui na estrada é precisado carta para eu conseguir trabalhar. Assim já não tenho carta nem nada, nem documento não tenho.
Of course, I am very sad because everything is gone. I lost my driver's license, which is also my work license. I don't have the ability to get a new license right now, as well as buying building materials, such as bamboo and wood. I can't do anything. As you can imagine, our lives became very stressful. For now, I can't rebuild my house. I still remember the day at the church when I received the construction supplies from you. I realized that I must work hard to rebuild my home.
Simo carefully stores the construction and farming supplies given by Tzu Chi at his mother's mud brick house, which at least has a door. On the other hand, we will meet Eva, who is a mother of 3, and the family also lives in a small tent made out of plastic sheets.
When the water receded, we moved over here. Living here isn't comfortable at all. Most of the time, my children get bitten by insects while they are sleeping.
In addition, some of the affected villagers have already begun rebuilding their homes. Here, Anita is 40 years old and she's a mother of 6. Making the mud bricks is her son's job. Therefore, she didn't spend too much on the reconstruction process. She has help with sawing and cutting the firewood, as well as planting the corn seeds. For her, the construction and farming supplies that Tzu Chi have provided are very handy.
Among the 8 supplies, the corn seeds are the most practical because we can plant them so we can have food to eat.
Here, 50-year-old Carlos is like all the parents who always put their children first. After receiving the construction supplies, he gave all of them to his son Anselmo. Carlos told us that a house that is about 142 square feet takes about 11 days to finish building.
Aqui queremos estaca, bambu, estaca e bambu. Tem prego, martelo.
As for the building materials, we will use the reeds, bamboo, nails, hammer, hoe, shovel, iron wires, chopper, as well as hemp rope and pliers.
Katana, corda, alicate.
Muito feliz.
I am very grateful for the construction supplies. Without the supplies, we can only reconstruct the houses with mud. Now we can rebuild a house that is strong and stable. As you can see, if heavy rain comes, the old mud houses will collapse once again.
The villagers are now working hard to rebuild their homes. With immense effort and determination, they can overcome all challenges.
In Malawi, Tzu Chi volunteers have held the first large aid distribution on May 3rd, benefiting more than 600 families. At the distribution, besides Tzu Chi volunteers, many local volunteers also put in much effort to help the event run smoothly. Let's take a look. With the distribution vouchers, the affected residents have received 25 kilograms of corn flour. The volunteers from Blantyre have also been affected by the cyclone. Nevertheless, they understand that being able to serve is a blessing.
I feel happy because I will share my situation and I want to share with them that they should have hope. They should not live with life of hopeless.
In Malawi, this is Tzu Chi's largest aid distribution, benefiting more than 600 households. More than 10 local volunteers have taken the initiative to help out.
No one pay me. I am a volunteer, just like them. But it's very worth it for me to come here, and I believe they also feel the same, the happiness.
South Africa volunteer Adil, who has been accompanying the affected residents for more than a month, has witnessed the kindness of people in Malawi.
In South Africa, most of the people, when they have, sometimes they are able to share, but they don't share more. They share just the little portion of what they have. But here, everybody is sitting down together and able to share everything that they have together.
The affected residents are staying at a roadside shelter, and the journey to rebuilding their home seems to be a long one. Fortunately, Tzu Chi volunteers' assistance has helped them get through the tough times. Recently, Penang Tzu Chi volunteers have held their cultivation day. In the 3 countries devastated by Cyclone Idai in Eastern Africa, many people still need help. Therefore, volunteers also held the Send Love to Africa initiative. They hope to accumulate more love in order to help the cyclone-affected residents.
In Malaysia, thousands of Penang Tzu Chi volunteers have participated in the Cultivation Day. Meanwhile, they also conducted the Send Love to Africa initiative event to help the cyclone-affected residents in Africa.
The aim for this event is to invite more people, accumulating love to help the residents who are affected by Cyclone Idai. I believe all of us can cultivate good thoughts together. The power of love can grow bigger. In the end, this great love can be delivered to the other side of the world.
While volunteers listened to Dharma Master Zheng Yan's teachings, they also saw the affected residents' hardships. Volunteers chanted the verse of transference in order to pray for them.
After seeing everyone at this event, I was deeply touched because all of us want to help the cyclone-affected residents as much as possible.
Although I don't have much, however, I do have a compassionate heart. I can still help others.
In the end, love was accumulated. All of the Tzu Chi volunteers hope the affected residents can rebuild their homes as soon as possible.
In Malaysia, there's a Tzu Chi care recipient who was diagnosed with diabetes in the early 20s. After 20 years, his legs were amputated and he needs to undergo dialysis. Because of the illness, he wanted to end his life, but finally he gave up this thought for his family. Now with Tzu Chi's help, he has opened up his mind.
On her way home from work, Lao Honggun, who works for 12 hours a day, is overcome with fatigue, yet brimming with relief. As long as her son's at home, she doesn't worry about her husband.
My sons bathe me and wipe me down and clean up after I relieve myself.
Jordan was diagnosed with diabetes at age 23. 20 years later, she has undergone 2 amputations and started dialysis treatment.
It all happened within 3 to 4 years. Naturally, I felt discouraged. I even thought of ending my life once. But they're my reason for living. I want to see my children grow up.
Both her sons are still in school. In order to take care of her husband, she works as a sales clerk at a nearby shop.
I appreciate that Tzu Chi is reaching out to help. What does it take to help others? There are many ways to help someone. To offer help sincerely isn't easy.
In the past, I didn't believe in charity organizations like Tzu Chi. I didn't believe in charity. I used to think that everything is based on mutual benefit.
Material aid is usually a one-time deed. Offering help from the heart is sustainable.
Every month, volunteers spend time to chat with me. They're always willing to listen.
Tzu Chi subsidized Jordan's monthly dialysis fee and checked in on his son's studies.
Their politeness when helping others gives me an indescribable feeling. I'm at a loss for words. They're very attentive to everything they do. They won't hesitate to help. They don't think too much. It is to help you. Also, they don't expect anything in return.
When we celebrate his birthday for the first time, I brought along my students to interact with his children. He gradually opened up to us and embraced us volunteers.
I am very grateful that they are willing to spend their time on us. Although care is important, not everyone's willing to take their time to do these things, and be very polite when talking to us, as you have your own things to do.
There are many programs on DaAi TV. I watch them regularly. I told my children there are others who are worse off than us. We are more fortunate than others.
Both their sons do part-time jobs to support their family. The 14-year-old younger son, Jinji Han, works odd jobs during the weekends.
When other children are still sleeping, he's already out working.
His filial deeds earned him the Filial Piety Award of the Tzu Chi New Shoes Scholarship.
They do the household chores and complete their homework independently. Every member of the family has their own obligations, such as in their roles as students and as sons or daughters. They fulfill their obligations.
Love gave this family the courage to challenge and overcome all odds. Each day brings them closer to achieving happiness.
The Passport to Vegetarian Land campaign at Tzu Chi Jordan Kindergarten is now being spread to the community. The kindergarten invited the general public to become vegetarians. When people dine in selected vegetarian restaurants, they will receive a discount.
要写名字哈，这个对，写你们的名字，然后你们如果有吃素的话就勾咯。勾到最后是给我们免费餐吗？还是什么？就免费给你一杯饮料咯。
For the Ethical Eating Day, restaurant owners and customers supported through signing up on the internet.
I feel that if everyone does his part, it becomes a way to love our earth.
It's nice to encourage people to eat vegetarian meals because it can reduce the slaughtering of animals. It's better than people freeing captured animals. When the gases produced by the animals accumulate, it will make the Earth's condition worse. If we can eat vegetarian meals, we can reduce some of these problems.
I'll give you a card. If you eat at any of the vegetarian restaurants, they'll give you a discount. You can go with your wife.
To encourage more people to support vegetarianism, Johor Bahru Tzu Chi Kindergarten goes to the community to promote vegetarianism with shop owners.
那我们觉得今年我们除了鼓励孩子和家长一起来吃素以外，我们也想要邀约更多。
Besides encouraging the children and their parents to eat vegetarian meals, we also want to invite the public to do it. With more people supporting vegetarianism, the public will know vegetarianism has become a goal everyone's promoting and making efforts to achieve it. Furthermore, we also hope that they have eaten vegetarian meals for the whole month, they will remain vegetarians forever.
所以吃完了整个月过，他们就可以素食下去。
If we can change our eating habits, we can save our endangered environment and innocent lives.
Recently, Keep on DaAi Kindergarten conducted an event for students to understand the importance of environmental protection. The teachers have set up 6 stations so students could learn about the impacts of climate change. Let's join them there.
The 4 stations we have set up are mainly about environmental problems that our world is facing today, such as pollution, there is the greenhouse effect, water pollution, air pollution, and garbage pollution.
这是我10年后的家哦，很漂亮吧？想问一问大家，你觉得10年后的这个房子什么感觉？热。我们赶快拿，赶快擦一擦汗。那个垃圾呢就飘。
The garbage will flow into the ocean, and the sea turtle thought they were jellyfish, so they mistake the garbage as food.
看到水污染的部分，看到说。
When the children learned about water pollution, they saw how fish or sea turtles were trapped in plastics. This made them feel very sad.
孩子们都会起一个悲悯心。
叫东西的时候，你叫了。
Next time when you drink something while eating or ordering some drinks, remember to not use plastic straws.
另外一站就是关于那个 shopping 的站，让他们去体悟。
Another station is about shopping. We wanted to let children know the problem of pollution comes from material consumption.
When I go to the station, I don't want to buy any cookies because I know it will create more garbage.
In addition, at another station, which is about finding solutions to pollution problems, we tell them not to litter around and throw away the garbage into the trash cans. More importantly, we tell them some of the garbage can be recycled as well. There is a total of 6 stations. Through this event, the children can have hands-on experience on how to protect Mother Earth. I believe this will help them think about the importance of environmental protection. We hope they can invite others to work together and protect our Earth from pollution.
Under the guidance of teachers, a group of students from the DaAi Kindergarten in Malaysia went to the DaAi Park to explore the beauty of Mother Nature. This trip was a memorable experience for the children. By exploring what nature has to offer, they have broadened their visions.
你们出去要看什么东西？
A group of 57 4-year-olds from the DaAi Kindergarten headed over to the DaAi Park to explore the beauty of Mother Nature.
For example, we will let our children get some hands-on experiences with nature, introducing them to various wild habitats. There's also a stream where they can play in the water, enjoy activities that they normally don't get a chance to do in the city. More importantly, we want to show them the vast beauty of Mother Earth.
The children were instantly attracted by their surroundings, and their curiosity and eagerness to explore really boost their desire to learn. By observing the various ecosystems, children learn how to love and appreciate nature and all of its living organisms. With endless creativity, the children unleash their vivid imaginations and experience the wonders in this new surrounding.
These children are all from the city. Therefore, they don't usually have the chance to get up and close to nature in this way. As they're unfamiliar with this type of surroundings, it's only natural that they're still quite reserved when it comes to doing new things, such as crossing the stream. However, they're not alone. So after seeing their friends courageously pass through the stream, many of them started to take off their shoes and go inside the water as well. Then, when they finally reached to the other side, they were able to get their backpacks.
这样我们把屋子建在这边可以吗？为什么呢？为什么不可以？这个明明就是大自然的。那么为什么不可以建？朱凯杰呢？谢谢你。哦，这边还有一个。你很棒哎。来环保的。
你们哪里拿到的？在草。在草地上拿到的。可以乱丢垃圾吗？如果你不失去环保的话怎么办？地球妈妈会生气吗？
Through the hands-on field trip, the children have learned how to cherish the natural beauty of the world that surrounds us, as well as learning the importance of protecting our Mother Earth.
In Malaysia, Tzu Chi volunteers held a gratitude event to mark the success of a vegetarian campaign. They recognized the residents who embraced vegetarianism for a month and thanked the cooperating vegetarian restaurants. We'll leave you with these images. Thank you for joining us. Goodbye.